Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, 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 hey. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again to Gran Turismo 7 patch 1.70 or update 170. And this is quite an update. Well, it's a very big update. Somehow they dropped 5 new cars. Well, some people might claim 4 new cars, but you know, in the picture itself, it's 5 new cars. One of them is a duplicate, but it's another variation. But yeah, this is a very big update according to some people because somehow Polyphony decided to drop 4 new hypercars. So basically we have 5 new hypercars. I would say recent hypercars. One of them were retired. But yeah, quite a big an update. Now I do remember, before we talk about the whole thing, I do remember that people still whining about the polyphony. Instead of they add an actual race car like a Le Mans prototype, whatever it is, they instead add a crossover SUV, and somehow things goes other way around. Now I'm pretty sure Polyphony gonna add more SUV, or say crossover SUV, but at least we got these 4 new hypercars to talk about. Now, look, I already played some of the events and some of the cars before I make the video. But yeah, overall, it's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good update. Like hypercars. I mean, the last time that we got a hypercars, it was the GR10 hybrid. That was like years ago, and now, would you look at that? A recent hypercars. One of them is retired. One of them has been updated, and one of them is a safety car. Now it reminds me of the GTR safety car back in the GT4, like a Gran Turismo 4, 5, and 6. It got carried over, and yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's wild. It's wild. We're seeing this one now. Obviously, got some patch notes like 5 new cars. You got World Circuit. You get some new events like a Fisherman Ranch, like a pickup truck race, and new events such as like a Group 1 prototype series, mainly because, well, the theme of this update is about like hypercars, Group 1 prototype. Obviously, they're gonna put this thing in the GR1 class. We got a GT Auto, very interesting. Audi TT Coupe Quattro, the TTS, Renault Espace F1, Suzuki Escudo Pikes Peak, and lastly, RAV4 Adventure. Now, just to make things quick, alright, I already do some bit of an engine swap. Now, turns out this TT Coupe, this receiving an engine swap. Finally, now the only TT Coupe that has a engine swap, it was the recent Audi TT, and it was a Audi R8 swap. It was very interesting, very impressive engine swap, I would say. This one is rather different. Instead of the typical Audi R8 swap, it's in fact has a Sport Quattro, and that's the same thing as the the first gen of Audi TT. So we got like a 2 Pikes Peak Quattro engine swap, which is very good. I mean, the only thing is useful to that engine swap is the Volkswagen Golf Mark 1 and some other 80s front-wheel drive French car. So it kind of dump into the front-wheel drive car, and I'm glad to see that we get another Group B swap, but it was a proper swap. Okay, it's a all-wheel drive swap. That's the thing for sure. Now, without further ado, let's just heading to the Legend car just to check, because I did play the game, but I didn't check that much. Now, the Legend cars, as far as I know, they're gonna contain like a Renault Espace and drum roll please, and it's Escudo. Now it's very interesting that this car do have an engine swap. So that's this one, but this one you already know it was like an impressive V8 from the Suzuki Vision GT Group B variation. So it makes the Group 3 variation. So it makes the car useful, I would say, more more fast. I would say it's improved obviously in terms from the engine layout and the power itself. Now we do have a McLaren F1, which is like the final piece of a puzzle. So the thing is, look, I don't know that this video is gonna be uploaded after the engine swap or before the engine swap, because I do make like a GT7 engine swap video regarding to the previous engine swap update where you can put an F1 engine, like a McLaren F1 GTR engine in some of the cars. One of them is a McLaren, but we'll see. Is it going to be came out after this or before this one? But so let's get heading into the the brand center, because I'm pretty sure that we have some interesting Group 1 prototype cars. Okay, now I do open some of these ones, for instance, like the Porsche, which, to be fair though, I'm not really interested with the Porsche because we seen much. Okay, we seen much. So, but interesting that we have like a 919 hybrid alongside with a 963, and only has one color. So there we go. Now we do have this one, 911 Turbo S safety car, which it reminds me of the GTR. But obviously the reason why this car exists is because just to fit in a team. Because if you may not know that the recent, I would say the current safety car is in fact this car, the current safety car of the World Endurance Championship. And there we go, we got another safety car. And the funniest thing is, that's the only, like, apart from the BMW and the Peugeot, that's the only cars like an actual road car that I'm really interested with. And then we're moving into a Ferrari. It's impressive. Like, it's crazy that we came from the concept car that looked like the 99P to the actual 499p into this car. It's wow, it's crazy to think about it. And it costs 3 million as any other hypercars in this game. Came with the same color. It came from 2023. Quite interesting. Pretty sure it's like the oldest version, or like the oldest model apart from the Porsche. And what else? Yeah, do check some of this thing. Oh, sorry, BMW. There we go. Now the last time we have like a top end Le Mans prototype from BMW, it was like a Gran Turismo 6, and even that it was like a carried over. And now we have this, the BMW M8 hybrid. Now, if you may not know, this car's been included in some other games, surprisingly the Crew More Fest, but now we can enjoy this car in a Gran Turismo 7, and I can't believe this thing happening. Like, I thought that sure, they're gonna add another hypercars, or random hypercars if that's possible, and it's probably gonna be just like one hypercar per update. But I don't I'm not expecting that we have this much hypercars in this game. And would you look at that, the V8 hybrid and its glory, and also its massive grills, I would say. And if you may not know, I would say you probably did not know, I already purchased some of the hypercars, such as the 9X8, because it's very interesting. But that's a very cool startup. I actually do like these things. Holy hell! Now it's very interesting that we do have like another counterpart of a Peugeot Group 1 car, and it was a Vision GT. As far as I know, I do own that Peugeot. So let's just heading into the Peugeot just to check, And we got this one. There you go. The the L750R hybrid from 2017. Oh man. Look, man, I can't believe we came from the fictional Vision GT, and suited to the Group 1 prototype machinery, and then we have this one, an actual Group 1 prototype series. Now, speaking of the Peugeot, I'm just going back to that Peugeot again, because if you may not know, or you don't know at all, I collect some of the Hot Wheels, and would you look at that? This is probably like the last diecast that I collected. Like, it's not the last diecast. It's like the most recent diecast that I bought, and it was like months ago. Like, it's a long time ago. I haven't collected any of that since, because look, I didn't have much money. I didn't have much budget for this one, and especially in this economy. So yeah, may just lay low. Yeah, you might not like it, but you have to. So, ladies and gentlemen, because it was a LMH called like a Le Mans Hypercar, the hybrid system is it's kind of a bit well done together. Like, you can separate, unlike the LMDH one. So my interest to see this one. Alright, so I do expecting the that the hybrid start from the LMDH, but it turns out I didn't have it. So that's the whole things. I'm not gonna customize it. I'm probably gonna be like a I don't know, like a small customization. I bet 100% that this thing doesn't even have like a custom part, nor even something customizable apart from delivery. And turns out I was wrong. It got some custom part, and actually have a lot. Alright, let's check the wheels. As I expected, no customization. For some odd reason, like the Group 1 prototype doesn't have an ability to, customize the wheels. So I don't know why they did that, but it's a weird thing. Alright, so the custom part is make the canard smaller. There we go. And okay. So we got some, typical LED from the WEC, and you get the an old lights from the previous one, like from 2024, and this one is from IMSA presumably. So I'm interested with this one. Rear, just add a bit of a flap, like remove some of the sort of things. I would say it's very small details. So GT Auto, there's nothing we can do. So I'm actually interested with the livery on this one. Like, there is some of the car with the racing livery, but there's actually some of the car with, they kind of like remove all the stickers, but not the decals, like the actual like paints. Like they just remove the sponsorship. Now I don't know if this is gonna be happen into this car. So let's see. Oh, it's gonna be full on carbon fiber. So the body, as you might see, it's like that. It's a body too. Side mirrors, rear wing. That's pretty good. They kept the BMW logo. It's pretty cool. Windows. That's weird. I mean, that's alright. That's weird. I mean, when you like block it, you can't even see, doc. Alright, others. Okay, there you go. That's the silver part. You can customize it. Some bits right there. I think that's it. And of course, you can paint that things, obviously. Alright, so for the numbers, we won't have like this numbers, and we can go for like that. No number stickers. Okay, damn. There you go. For a standard, we got this one. Surprisingly, we don't have like an actual racing number, and of course you can change it into something else, Dunlop. So yeah, that's the whole customization regarding to the BMW. I'm not gonna go back into that one, and yeah, let's just having some race, okay? let's have some race. Here we go, our first proper race at Michelin Road Atlanta. Might want to put some Michelin cap in this thing. Woohoo! I can't believe that it was real. Felt like a Le Mans Ultimate. And it's so unreal that we're actually racing against a Group C prototype. Alright, with the stick drift there. It's so cursed, like, seeing like a Peugeot in the Road Atlanta, which they never meant to it. Well, they used to meant to do it, because if you may not know that the Peugeot, we'll talk about that later on. There's like a rumors, if you still remember, that Dodge was entering the Hypercar program by purchasing, I would say, bought the Peugeot car, and they kind of like rebadged into a Dodge as they were in the same company as it's Stellantis. It's a weird one, it's a weird era, but you know, it just ended up as rumors, and turns out they actually in the WEC, but not as a Dodge, but Mopar. So just so you know that Peugeot got sponsored by a Mopar, which is weird. Anyways, let's go serious this time because I just lose one position to that one and left. Holy shit. What's behind us? Oh, damn. There we go. Jeez. Now, it's a bit of my fault because I just straight to the race without even like do an upgrade or something like this. Completely bone stock. Fresh from the factory. Not really, because I do some slight changes on the on the customization. There you go. Claim back that 10th position. Damn it. There you go. Drag race. Oh, got a little tap with that Hyundai. The very interesting part of Gran Turismo is, look, we had a Peugeot, but it was like the Evo version, which that version already has a rear wing. If you forgot about the original Peugeot, it doesn't have rear wing, so yeah, it was like a first hypercars without a rear wing. It turns out to be a disaster. It's not working, you know, as expected. So it turns out, so they came up with this variation of the Peugeot, which this 9X8 is actually from 2024, not from 2025, if you may not know. So there you go. Just pass this one. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like I'm in the Le Mans Ultimate, like an IMSA, whatever it is. Like it's a Forza Motorsport. Now, are they gonna add another hypercars? I don't think so. But there's probably a chance they're gonna add another hypercar. Maybe Lamborghini. I don't know. Maybe Genesis. Since fucking hell. Yeah, since you know, they got some, you know, they got some ties with Genesis and some other Chinese cars. But anyways, probably they're gonna add another hypercar, probably, or probably not. And god damn it, I am in 10th place. So that's for the first race at the Atlanta. Doesn't go pretty well. So just moving on into another race. Turns out this weekly challenge doesn't include the Group 1, the newly Group 1 series at all, but also a mission challenge which requires you a Peugeot, which I already own, so yeah. Alright. Weekly one lap magic. I actually got it all. It got some Group 1 prototype as well. And of course we got some classic LMP cars such as the HGFAP. I think it was the diesel car. And it was an old version because like the updated version of that Peugeot, it has like a shark fin in there. But unfortunately this version doesn't have it because it was the well, the rumor said that it was like an asset carried over from the Gran Turismo 5, which the you know, the premium car, so like that. And we still have to wait for about like more than minutes. 39's remaining, I would say. So we got 2 Group 1 prototype. Don't tell me that some of these cars are gonna go first. That's gonna be very hard. Woohoo! That V6. Oh, listen to the V6. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! We'll stick drift there. All right, I don't know. The roof cam is a bit of a weird because it's sit on top of the air intake, which it shapes like a triangle. So yeah, there you go. All right, let's overtake the 908, the 9X8. Sorry, the 9X8 against the 908. Almost like 10 years apart. They're like it's already 10 years apart there. Yeah. Come on, let me through. Damn, this car's fast. You know, I'm really surprised they include this version, not the wingless version. And I think wingless version is, to me, it's sad because even though it's cool, we have like the Peugeot car being competitive and also, you know, being much faster. So, you know, this car has more spotlight, but I think the original 9X8 deserved more spotlight to me because I don't know, it's such a unique. It's a wingless hypercar. Like it came from the you know, it came to life, not some like a concept car and just stay concept. It actually raced at Le Mans. Now obviously the performance say otherwise, but it's just sad to see like the original 9X8 just falling into obscurity. And ooh, that's close. But anyways, we managed to go for one lap magic in the Peugeot. Hey, it's me from the future, and I'm sorry I have to stop the video for a moment because I'm gonna talk about regarding an engine swap. So you already know the both Audi TT, the 2009 and 2003 to be specific, receiving a Group B S1 Quattro engine swap. Now the others, such as the Renault Espace F1, receiving very interesting, I would say weird engine swap because it receiving a Nissan GTR engine swap. Now I don't know why you're doing that, but it's here anyway. And turns out it wasn't the only car that receiving engine swap. The Escudo as well receiving an engine swap from the GTR as well. So somehow they're receiving a worse engine swap. I mean, why the hell you want to put a GTR Nismo into Suzuki, and why the hell you want to put an engine swap Nismo to an Espace? Now I know it's a MPV, but it was, you know, F1 swap MPV, so switching to the GTR makes things weird. And lastly, the Toyota RAV4 that turns out has a Demon swap, so very interesting, and I'm probably looking forward for that one. Alright, for the last car, which ironically I'm really interested in, this one is this Porsche. Probably because it was a safety car. I mean, I just felt weird, like somehow it felt weird to add the safety car in the racing game, but at the same time I just, yeah, I need this one. And we're gonna do some, you know, minor upgrades to this, and it's like nothing really changed. Like, I can't believe that it is happening. A safety car doing unsafety things on the dirt track, racing against a concept car. What could possibly go wrong? Now I don't know if this is supposed to be a glitch or not, because if it isn't, then keep it. Okay, don't patch it. Okay, I don't want to be like the that Vision GT cars. You know, that the Porsche VGT Spider. That you know, it was a crazy electric car that, you know, turns out capable off-roading, and turns out it was not supposed to be there. It was a glitch. I would say it was a bug. But yeah, seeing a rally Porsche, it's, you know, it's usual nowadays. But safety car doing rally against a concept car is not usual at all. And of course, it reminds me again to the R34 GTR, which, if you may not know, there is a safety car variant back in GT4 and of course GT5 and 6. It was carried over with standard car. And yeah, one interesting fact about the that Skyline is that you can do a rally with that GTR. Now, speaking of the you know, customization of this safety cars, don't expect much. I mean, basically the customization remains the same. Like, there's not gonna be like a you know, different changes like that. No, probably the only thing you can customize is the part and of course the light bar itself, presumably. Now, the reason why I'm saying it's weird, it's because if you did not know, this isn't the first time they, make another variation of cars. Like they made a safety car from other series, such as the AMG, which, if you may not know, the original car itself doesn't have an ability to do an off-road, so no surprise. But then they added a GTR, like an R35 GTR, complete with the the classic Gran Turismo. Complete with the classic Gran Turismo safety car livery, and surprisingly, that car doesn't have ability to do an off-road, while the original car do have an ability to do off-road. But yeah, the safety car one doesn't for some reason. And then they came another safety car, such as the Renault Megane, which original one does have ability to do rally, but the safety car somehow doesn't. And the Crown Athlete G, same story. And lastly, the Dodge Charger Hellcat, which it has some interesting customization, like you can turn the car into a police car for some reason. But yeah, all of these safety cars that I'm talking about, they don't have the ability to do an engine swap, except that highest. And even though it wasn't a safety car, it was a medic car. It was like an ambulance, so it doesn't really count. Yeah, I mean, seeing this car do a rally, it felt unreal, and it just, I just turned on the turn signal. There we go. But yeah, it's felt unreal in this update. Like, you got some disappointing engine swap. You got 4 new hypercars, surprisingly, and lastly, another addition of a safety car. So if you're asking me in the WEC and ask, where the hell the safety car, like the breeze come out, like the safety car just not here. Well, it's here now in the racetrack, rally track to be specific. I mean, it's fast though. It's an all-wheel drive, so no surprise. The cornering, it's okay, as you expected. I just enjoy this update, and so does people did. Now, probably this car is gonna be like, oh yeah, in addition to the safety car, that's great, and people are not gonna talk about. People are gonna, focusing on the, the hypercar itself, and maybe prioritize this one till the point they're not realizing there is a safety car in this one. I mean, it's like, it's just an addition, so like it's not really important to me. Even myself say that one. So anyways, that's the whole things, not whole things, because I didn't bought the Ferrari and the Porsche. Maybe in the next video, like the follow up. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. It's been a busy week for me. I would say busy month. April was busy. May was very busy, like busy, like hectic to me. This month, June, wasn't that busy. Like the heat was down, but still hectic, but not very hectic as May. Like May, just literally I can do not anything. Like there's so many things to do. June, this one just like, do some things, working some stuff on the mail where I haven't, capable of, like just pick the pieces where I left off in the May. And yeah, anyways though, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please smash like, subscribe button, and if you want to find some safety car, it turns out in the dirt track, and I don't know what I'm saying. Thank you so much. See you next time. Drive safe and goodbye.